Hey guys, and welcome to number 38 of the Derby career mode. Unfortunately, not live this episode because a combination of things. If you saw my video yesterday on FIFA darts, basically I recorded the audio really low and you couldn't hear it, and I did the same thing for this video, so clever old Luke. Luckily it's sorted for the next video though, so here is the Chelsea team for the next game, and a little bit of the footage went corrupt you'll see in this game. Luckily it's only about a third of the video, so it's not too bad. Towards the end it sorts itself out somehow. So Chelsea do get a goal here in the first 10 minutes of the game. Don't worry, I'll properly show you the goal in a second when it does show you on the replay. And it was a little bit unlucky, like Matic on the edge of the box with his right foot. Then Sillerson, it went straight into him, and he trying to shoulder it over the crossbar or something. Not too sure what happened there, but we go 1-0 down. Then we go into the 32nd minute of the match here, and we do unfortunately score a goal for ourselves. I thought Chelsea actually scored a goal there, but we actually score. That's how bad the corruption is, like me heading out. I thought Chelsea were just going to volley that in, but we score, so that just shows how bad it is. But Goretzka actually went through a couple of players there and smashed it past Courtois to make it 1-1. Then we go into the second half of the game here, and I believe that is Ramirez there getting the goal. And it's really frustrating when things like this, you spend like hundreds of pounds on this equipment and it still doesn't work. So it's a little bit annoying obviously, but you see what is happening, and that's the main thing. This is actually the, is it the semi-final? I think it's not. I don't think it's the semi-final. It's about the quarters of the FA Cup against Chelsea. If you didn't know, it's not a league game, it is the cup game. So we do unfortunately give away a penalty in the 59th minute of the match, and Diego Costa does eventually step up to it. It's a bit of a shame, Figueiredo. Not exactly the most clear cut of penalties, like he kind of got the ball with his left foot, but yeah, Diego Costa against Sillerson. Can we sub on Krull and maybe save it? We'll have to see. Eventually he does step up to the spot. He does actually go to the left opposite direction to where we told him to go, and yeah, they make it 3-1. Then we go into the 75th minute of the match here. Thomasins off the bench, cuts inside, smashes it into the back of the net to make it 3-2. And I believe that is how the game does end. So a little bit of a shame we didn't get the result we wanted and weren't able to advance in the cup. But 3-2 against Chelsea, who are currently top of the table. I think that's quite good. So we put a bid in here for Joseph Gomez, who is actually linked with Derby in real life on a potential loan move. We did a swap deal with Edgar. I'm not too sure what rating Gomez is. That's the only issue. I'd probably say he's a squad rotation player, because if he's on £4 a week, he's probably less than 70 rated, and I'm not too sure if I really want that. So we're going to put a bid in here for Mr. Darmain, a quality player on FIFA career mode. You can play left mid, right back, and left back. I'd probably see him as a left back ideally. And another player we're going to put a bid in here for is Yedlin, another player linked on a potential loan move this season. And a player you guys did suggest for me to get is a Marty. Now I think we put about a 2.2 million bid in for him with a guy, so adding up to about 4 million. I'm not too sure if he's really worth 4 million, but apparently he's really good from you guys suggesting him in the comment section down below. So we do actually go into the contract stage accepting a Marty or Gomez. Now, I don't know if I really want these guys. I think I'd prefer Darmain, in my honest opinion, and potentially look to sell Edgar Aye, because I think that's a little bit too much for him. So we're going to go into the contract stage of Darmain. I really can't wait to see if we can get this guy, because he's quality. He's 28 years old, he's in his prime, he's an Italy international. He's really good, I must say. He's probably about 70, I want to say 76 rated at this point in the career mode, so he'd be a great addition to the team. So putting a bid in here for Edgar Aye, hopefully QPR do accept that, because that'd be absolutely fantastic. We do not want him, he's absolutely dreadful, Edgar Aye. And we do actually get the contract accepted for Darmain, and we get Edgar Aye sold. So really good to see these transfers went through really nicely. A bit of a shame we are losing Robbie Brady, but since changing to this like 4-5-1, he's not been needed in either the left back or the attacking positionings, and Darmain's a lot better. Darmain will be a quality player for the team, and I do actually go and accept it. Now, a bit of a shame we are losing Brady so soon after actually signing him in the summer window. We literally kept him for 6 months, but there are a lot of players we've actually done that with. So we had about 50k left, and I thought, why not try and get some players on a free transfer at the end of the season? Because the ones at the start of this season, who was it? I can't remember. There was actually quite a good one we got on a free, and I think we need to include a bit more of that, because it is a big factor in football. Obviously, Milner, Danny Ings, all these players going to Liverpool for free, and I think they'll be great signings. So the first one was Cragno, the goalkeeper, a good backup choice. Second one is Fabio Sturgeon. He's a centre attacking mid, around 72 to 80 rated, and I always like centre attacking mids. It gives us more options and stuff like that, and that'd be cool to see what rating he is. I think he had 4-star skills and 4-star weak foot as well. Obviously, we've got Kondogbia coming, who will be a fantastic CDM for the club, because I don't think Moussa Sissoko, he's not really filled that CDM slot in my opinion, because he's got not the most ideal of work rates, and I'd prefer to see him going forward. So we do accept both those players, leaving us with 2,000 wages. Not the most wise of ideas as well, because if one of the players wants more wages, and then in the next window, because he's not got them higher wages, he might leave the club. So as soon as we left the January transfer window, Danny Ings decided to get injured in training for 2 months, which was a little bit frustrating. But Hoffman has grown to a 76. We've got Wyman, we've got someone else who can play striker, Bennett, Bamford, loads and loads of options, Fekir obviously, and it could really bite us in the ass, because Jurgensen is actually the injury-prone player, and if he gets injured till the end of the season, then we're having to play Hoffman and potentially Bamford. It could be a bit of a pain towards the end, because if we need them points and we haven't got the quality, that would be a real shame. So we're going to go into the next game against Leicester City in a second. I'm just going to show you what's happening in this episode. We're just going to play that Leicester game, I think, and then end it off, because yeah, it was quite a long episode. I don't want to keep it too long as well, because it's a commentated episode. It kind of makes it a little bit short. It includes a lot more when I commentate. When it's live commed, there's not as much content, and when you leave the January transfer window, I think I'll do one of these every like 2 episodes. Like, I'll do another 2 live, then I'll do a commentated one, then I'll do 2 more live, and so on. So Darmain, 76 rated, high work rates. You look at that defence now, I think we only need a really good centre-back, and that could be a really good force for a long time. And it is a real shame that Figueiredo is not growing, because I actually quite like him, but in terms of ratings, there's probably a lot better players out there. So that's what we're probably going to look for in the next summer window. If you want to leave some comments on who we should sign in that centre-back position, I want him at least 75 rated or higher. I don't want anything lower than that. There's no point at all. So definitely going to put some scout reports in to see at the end of the season what we can get. So yeah, we are kind of a bit short on players, but we have actually got Jesse Lingard out on loan for a few more days. So we'll have to see when he comes back what he'll do to the team. And yeah, we go into the game against Leicester. Is it the King Power Stadium? I think that's Leicester's anyway. And we go into the 20th minute of the match here. Mark Albrighton getting the ball into the box. Nugent with the header to the edge to Vardy. Then Howson with a bit of a volley. Bounces past the keeper and makes it 1-0 the game. A good start for them. Then we go into the 42nd minute. 22 minutes later. Cuts inside with Howson again. Hits the shot. Vardy is there to get the rebound to make it 2-0. So not exactly the best of first halves against this Leicester team. But in the second half, I believe I changed the formation to a 4-2-3-1 or something like that. Yeah, I think I do it now. So yeah, I changed it to the 4-5-1 with Moussa Sissoko just behind the striker, Fekir on the left, Hughes and Ucan in the CDM slots, and I can't wait to see how Sissoko plays a little bit further ahead in this position. So we go into the 48th minute of the match here. Jurgensen heads the ball backwards, and Sissoko kind of gets a bit lucky with the interception, then a beautiful strike into the back of the net to make it 2-1. Getting us back into it straight after the half-time whistle. Then we go into the 54th minute of the match here. Jurgensen cuts inside, then gets absolutely wiped out by one of the Leicester defenders, giving us a penalty. Then I saw that Sissoko had the best penalty stats, so he stepped up to the spot, gets his second goal. Eventually, after the keeper saving it, it was a little bit lucky. Sometimes you get really unlucky with those and they'll go out for like a corner, but sometimes it'll just go straight back to you and you get it into the back of the net. I think Lionel Messi actually scored one of them quite recently. So we go into the 70th minute of the match here. Sissoko just absolutely beats the defender for pace and strength to get to the ball and to get his hat-trick in the game. I really want to play this guy more in the centre attacking mid position. I'm tempted to potentially maybe play the 4-3-3 bracket 4 with Sissoko behind, because then it'll include Wyman and players like that. So we go into the 80th minute of the match here. Ince, nice touch to take it around the defender, takes it around the keeper, finesses it into the back of the net, puts the nail in the coffin and makes it 4-2. A really nice 3 points. After being 2-0 down at half-time to score 4 goals in one half, it does show we have the quality to get the goals, and it's good to see without Danny Ings that we can get plenty of goals on the score sheet. Obviously Sissoko doing a nice contribution in that game and getting a nice hat-trick. So currently we are in third. We have got 44 points, Chelsea with 50. 6 points off the title, and I don't see why we can't get it. So if you did enjoy the video, it'd be fantastic if we could smash over 25 likes. Great support on this series, I really enjoyed doing it. So yeah, smash the like button, subscribe if you're on the channel, and see you soon. Bye.
In 6th, Aston Villa with 39 points. In 7th, Manchester City with 36 points, with a game in hand on the team above. In 8th, Liverpool with 35 points. Bottom of the table, West Ham United with 15 points, with a game in hand on the team above.